Hey everyone. I got the MCP for the CCM camera view controller installed on my local machine over the weekend. Haven't made many, I've only made one modification to it so far, but I kind of wanted to walk you through and myself from my notes what this all looks like. So I wound up doing the integration with Visual Studio using Cline. And I also wind up attaching it to my OpenAI O3 model as opposed to 5.2 because O3 runs more cleanly, at least for me. And so the benchmark I've come up with is forcing the model to do a little bit of geocoding, model meaning OpenAI, and asking it to fly to the New Yorker. And so let's do this. And this is a map that the model can control. And so what we're going to see is we're going to see the model do some thinking. And again, this is O3. It tends to do less thinking. There we go. We're moving. And here we are outside the New Yorker. I know we're looking the right direction because I've done this benchmark a lot of times. But that brings us to the second. You don't necessarily. And so that brings us to the second step of the benchmark, where we're just going to rotate the camera so that it faces due east. Now in this first step, I face the camera looking west. So right now what we should do is just turn around and see the New Yorker. And the AI is going to go off and think for a while. Are we going to do this? Probably. And there we go. Now, once again, I know we're looking at the New Yorker, but you might not. And that brings us to the third step, which is to pull our view back so that we can see the New Yorker from a little further west, looking back at it towards the east. And we're going to go ahead and wait on it to do that. Here we go. And there you are. So the MCP works well. I was a little bit surprised that OpenAI wasn't faster on this. Like I say, I'm using O3 right now. 5.2 in general was slower than this. And also, so the costs and API calls back to my OpenAI token is about 13 cents using O3. And it wasn't much more using 5.2. Which brings me to the last kind of fun thing to show you. Another thing that I asked it to do, and we'll see what it does this time. Fly to Villa Nueva State Park in New Mexico. Cool. And we will see what it does. When I asked it to do it yesterday, it did this. And this surprised me because I knew it also would have to do geocoding for this. But the way it did geocoding was to realize that I had left a CZML file up with the location of VillaNueva. The name VillaNueva in the file name. Then it looked inside and the AI managed to pull the location of VillaNueva out of my CZML file.